everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. If it's your first time here, thank you for joining me in my little corner of the internet. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I have been off with my filming schedule in like the past 2 months. A lot of life things have been going on which have prevented me from filming. It's not that I didn't want to film. This particular video I wanted to film before I went on vacation, but let me just start applying my makeup and let me tell you what the fuck has been going on, okay? So today my video is going to be all about the new Patrick Ta, what are these called? Monochrome Moment collection. So this collection comes with a blush, a lip liner, and a I think these are, what are these called? Silky lip creme. So, off topic, but if you're wondering why my brows are ashier than usual, it's because all of my eyebrow pencils broke on my trip that I went on, that I just came back from, and so I'm using a brow pomade that I usually never use because it's the wrong, like it's too ashy for me. I don't really feel like I need to address that, but in case you were wondering why my brows are looking more ashier than usual, then that's why. I literally broke all of my pencils, and so yeah, that was great. So anyway, okay, so this collection comes with 4 Monochrome Moment Velvet blushes, and then 4 of the Monochrome Moment Precision Lip Crayon, and then 4 of the Lip Creme. Did I say that already? Yeah. Anyway, so they come in a basically neutral to pinky neutral colors. I chose out colors that I felt I'd wear the most or were kind of more unique to my collection. She's Sincere is a powder blush, and I went for this particular blush color because it's more, I have it on my eyelids, so as you can tell it's a little bit more peachy, but I believe the other blushes I tested out in store had more of a shimmer in them. I've used this already, so this isn't a first impressions. It comes in this, it's already kind of gross looking because it's like one of that, like, what are these called? Like faux glass packaging, that it's a mirrored packaging, so as soon as you touch it with your fingers it just kind of gets dirty, but it comes with that Patrick Ta logo in the front, and it's pretty thick. I went for this particular blush color because I just felt I don't love powder blushes with shimmer in them because I feel like sometimes it kind of like, even if they are micro glitters, they tend to look patchy on my skin for some reason, and no matter how well I blend it, I just don't feel like it looks as seamless as like cream blush does. I figured since I don't really dive into powder blushes, this is probably going to be the best and safest bet for me, for like patchiness wise, because I don't know why, but I have like this spot on my cheek that tends to like not catch color, and then on top of that being slightly shimmery, it just doesn't look as great. And I believe the other colors I felt like I had in my collection already, like shimmery blushes, and some of the colors reminded me of like the NARS Orgasm blush, stuff like that. This I felt like was unique to my collection, as even though it doesn't look that unique, it's that like nice peachy blush I don't have much of except for in like a cream version, so I felt this is something I would gravitate more towards if I had it in a powder form. So yeah, so that's what I picked up. And then the Monochrome Moment Lip Creme I got in She's Confident, and I'll go ahead and swatch that for you in the back of my hand. And I tend to go just for like more peachy nudes, which was what like the rest of the creamy lip cremes tended to lean towards, like cooler, more, not cooler, warmer, more nudie peachy tones. And I felt like this was a little bit more out of my comfort zone. I didn't have much of it. It's a bit more pink, and it's still neutral, but it's just not what I go for on the day-to-day. It has a bit of a mauve-y undertone. It's still slightly warm, where I do feel like I'd reach for a little bit more than my other mauve-ier tones, but typically I stick to like warmer nudes, so I just felt like this would be something that would be nice in my collection, and I figured I would get one of everything in the collection, see how I like it. If I liked it, then I could purchase some more because they are readily available at Sephora right now. The lip creams go for $24, and then the lip liner was really what kind of egged me on to buy this collection, because if I'm being honest, like this collection didn't really draw me in by any means, but I have been looking for a replacement for my contour lip liner from Pat McGrath because I am trying to go cruelty free. This is one of those things. I filmed a bunch of video, you guys, that I wanted to edit, so I just can't seem to find any of my SD cards that I freaking recorded on, so I haven't been able to upload those. But I was going to make an announcement video where I did want to address the fact that I want to go cruelty free on my channel moving forward. So it's just been really hard for me to find dupes of products that I love that are cruelty free, so I've been on the hunt. Okay, a few things I have been trying to replace is my eyebrow gel from Benefits. So I've literally been using eyelash glue on my freaking eyebrows. The other thing I've been having a really hard time finding a dupe for is the Pat McGrath contour lip liner, which I know you guys know I use all the time. It's my favorite, and it's been real freaking hard, but point being is moving forward I do want to be cruelty free. Patrick Ta is cruelty free. This lip liner is in She's Strong, and I felt it was very reminiscent of contour, which is why I purchased it. It's $26, and I did swatch it on the back of my hand because I wasn't sure if it was an actual dupe, but I do feel like it's a pretty close dupe, so I don't know how to show you guys. Okay, so this one is the Patrick Ta Patrick Ta She's Strong lip liner. This one is contour from Pat McGrath. As you can see, these are basically the same. And then this is the new Victoria Beckham lip liner in 2. And this is what I was hoping was also be a dupe for a contour, but it ended up being a little bit more rosy in tone for it to be like an actual dupe for contour, but still a good lip liner if you're wondering of the new lip liners, if there was a dupe for a contour. And then this is Supernatural, which is another one from Pat McGrath I use all the time. This one, you can't really tell from the swatch, but in the lighting, it's a less brown and it's a little bit more rosy. But contour and She's Strong seems to be a very close dupe, which I'm very happy about. So without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this onto my face for you guys. I have eyelash extensions on, so I just didn't want to do anything crazy with my eyes because it's a bitch to remove if you guys have ever had eyelash extensions. Why doesn't anyone tell you they're fucking painful? So let me go ahead and grab this blush. I'm gonna grab a big fluffy brush and just swirl and tap away the excess. I will say these are very hard in the pan, so it's hard to pick up in general, so you don't really need to be careful in my opinion. It's pigmented once you build it up to this. So I was planning on filming this video before I left because this blush came out right before I left, and for my trip to the Bahamas video before I left for my vacation from the Bahamas that I'm now back from. But I probably had the worst week of my life before I went on this vacation. I almost thought I wasn't gonna go on this vacation because everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong that week at work, and I don't want to go into details and I don't want to complain, but the worst thing that could possibly happen, like 2 days before I was about to leave, my dad went hiking with my little dog Leo, who is 5 years old, my little baby, I don't know how this happened, but he went hiking with him and just, I guess, kind of like lost track of him somehow. And so I ended up spending the rest of the day trying to find him. I had to drive up to this mountain a couple hours away from where I was, and it was just a shit show. So all my filming schedule got messed up. I didn't even think I could make it on vacation. The next morning we went to go look for him, and some nice stranger had already taken him to the Humane Society, and they called me because they found him picked them up and everything was good, but because of that, all my packing, everything just got postponed and I couldn't film this video. I was then going to film this video during the trip. I was gonna do like my makeup every day during the trip because I know a lot of people say that when they pack for vacation, they like pack very minimal makeup, and usually that's not me. I have like all my outfits. I have like all my outfits and all my makeup looks planned out in my head, so I bring specific products, and I do wear makeup on my trip. I'm not like a very minimal kind of person usually, but another mistake I made was I got these eyelash extensions for the first time in my life because I thought they just would make my life a lot easier. I'm gonna be on the beach, it's gonna be hot, so I don't really want to bring mascara and maybe like, you know, have to worry about like that kind of stuff. So I thought it'd be a good time to try it. I was going to film the whole experience, but again, because of my dog, I had to cancel my appointment, and I had a last minute appointment that got scheduled in for me, which I'm very grateful for. But my eyes reacted terribly. I might include some photos, but I might not, but just believe me when I say my eyes reacted really poorly to just I think the eyelash glue. I don't think it was a girl's fault. I think I have very sensitive eyes, so I should have seen this coming, but my entire eye like was puffy and red for like most of the trip. So all of my plans for filming while on this trip kind of went to shits, like at least like close up to my face, because it just looked terrible. My eyes were just bloodshot red, and then I just didn't feel like filming and putting on more makeup just because it just wasn't worth it to me to like irritate my eyes further. Eventually it did calm down, thank God. And I did film like outfits videos for you guys, so that will be coming up, but I also recorded that like on a Super 8 camera, so I have to get the film developed, so it's a whole long thing. Like I felt like I never looked worse, but I still was able to enjoy the vacation, which is all that matters. But that's my long ass tangent about why I couldn't film this trying on Patrick Ta's Monochrome Moment collection for you guys, just because of everything that was going on. Yeah, so that's the blush. I think it's, as you can see, it's pretty much the exact same as on my eyeshadow. And I think it looks really nice. I think I always doubt powder blushes, but it went on seamlessly. Like, you don't really see where it starts, where it began. I feel like it's really complementary to my skin tone, especially because I have a slight tan right now, and I really like it. I enjoy peachy nude blushes, so it's really not far of a stretch for me to like this color. It was more like the formula that I was kind of concerned about, because I don't love how powder looks on my skin, but it's not really picking up like texture, and it's not looking patchy anywhere, so I really do enjoy this color and formula of blush. Gonna go into the Cheese Strong Lip Crayon, and this is interesting. It's a click up pen. I was really confused about it in the beginning. So it's a click up pen. From here you're gonna press up. I'm not gonna press it up right now, because once you press it up you can't press it back down. I don't love that. I would prefer just like a normal lip liner application, and then it comes in this angled tip plastic kind of applicator, and I have mixed feelings. I feel like this is the way it is, and it works because it's not a super creamy formula, whereas if you press against it, it's not just gonna like melt and disappear. I feel like because of that you can have that precision, because it is an angled tip, so you don't have to sharpen it. I think that's great. I don't really know about like the whole not being able to push back down though. Yeah, I think I just prefer like a regular lip liner to sharpen and not to sharpen, but I will say it is very good for like precision lining. And when I line my lips on the bottom lip, I just stay pretty close to my natural lip line, and I just kind of line in there. And then when I do my top lip, I go from the bottom up to create a more rounded shape. And I do overline quite a bit above my Cupid's bow, just because I feel like that gives it really a pouty look. And I started doing this really because when I was taking photos, my vermilion border was bothering me and I didn't realize at the time. I was actually overlining my lips. But this is something I've been doing for years now and I love the way that it looks. I know some people don't love overlining their lips. I personally like doing it a little. I think it just gives my natural lips just a bit of a powderier look, which I like. And I will say the lip creme, while I like it and like the tone, I don't feel like is like the best with this like warmer toned lip liner, but I still like them together. It's not like the biggest deal, but I feel like if I chose like a different like nudier color, this would look amazing, but it still looks good with this color too. So this is the lip creme and She's Confident. I thought this was gonna be like it's actually more of a like liquid lip, but not, it's like a hybrid. So it's like a cross between a liquid lip and just like a lipstick. To me, this is like a melted down lipstick, not in the matte way. Like literally, like think of like a lipstick to like a cream lipstick melted down, but it's a bit sheenier, but it also stays put, which is amazing. I really like this lip formula and I was not expecting that. I just bought it because I wanted to try the lip liner and I figured if I'm buying the lip liner, well, I just try the whole collection and I'm so excited about these. I probably won't be picking up any more of the blushes just because I feel like this is exactly what I'd use the most of, but these lip liners are unbelievable. I'm so glad I found like a cruelty-free dupe of the contour lip liner, and these lip cremes have blown me away. They're so comfortable. They look slightly sheeny, but they're not glossy. Other things that surprised me the most, the lip creme definitely surprised me the most because I wasn't expecting to like it so much, but it's actually like the perfect in between if you don't want to wear like a gloss, you know, but you don't want to wear like a liquid lipstick. It's like the perfect in between because it stays slightly sheeny, as you can see in the back of my hand. It doesn't completely dry down, but it's not like extremely glossy to the point where like like it will stick to your hair a little bit, but it's not as bad as like really glossy gloss, you know, like as soon as you're like out walking around in the wind and it just like slaps you in the face. It will do that slightly, but it's not as obnoxious as like a really glossy gloss, if you get my drift. It's sheeny, it's pretty, it's hydrating, it lasts pretty well from my experience with this so far, but you will have to reapply. It's not like a matte liquid lipstick that's gonna, you know, crack into all your soul and whatever. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. So I am really liking this entire collection actually, and I do want to pick up more of these lip cremes and maybe even more of the lip liners. Maybe I could be convinced to picking up more blushes. I just don't think I need them. This is nice, but like I really don't need any more blushes. As you guys probably already know, I have shit tons of blushes. So yeah, and I have a lot of powder blushes I have to work through and I haven't worked through. So I think I'm gonna be picking up anything, I'm going to be picking up more of those lip liners. I definitely think this is going to be a new holy grail. I think this is going to replace contour for me, so I'm so happy because I never thought I'd see the day where I would actually be able to find like a close enough dupe. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them down below. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!